go in 5, 4. Hello and welcome to another edition of the AD's Corner. We are here with Florida Memorial Athletic Director, Mr. Ernest T. Jones. Mr. Jones, how you doing today?
I'm doing excellent today, sir. I'm so glad to be on the show.
All right, well, let's get right into it to see what we've got going on. I know one of the topics that you all were looking at this week was Super Saturday at Ave Maria. Tell us about that.
Well, we're so excited to be able to go down to Ave Maria and show off our programs. Our women's soccer program will debut at 11 a.m. at Ave Maria. Our men's soccer will play their second game of the season at 2 p.m. at Ave Maria. And then our football team will be playing at 7 p.m. So it makes for a long day at Ave Maria, but it'll be an exciting day for FMU football, women's soccer, men's soccer, as we try to go undefeated down there and at Super Saturday.
All right, well, great. We're definitely going to be looking to see what we can get as far as footage from that and make sure that the Lion Nation finds out about that. And I know we've got a couple of other things. The Sports Town Hall and Scholarship Recognition, what is that going to be about?
Oh, man, we're so excited. I mean, we know how COVID has affected our communities, in particular the community here in Miami Gardens. So what we decided to do as an athletic department is to try to raise money to be able to give to the families that were impacted by COVID, the students who want to attend Florida Memorial University, not student athletes, just students in general. So the funds will go to students in our community as well as students on our campus. And what we want to do is bring awareness to the things that's happening around our nation, voter registration and the power of the vote, some of the racial issues or concerns that's going on around our nation. So we were able to get all of the professional sports teams to participate, the Dolphins, the Heat, the Marlins, the Panthers, the Orange Bowl, the NFL National Office, and Florida Memorial University, as we sit on a panel moderated by ESPN's Jay Walker, talking about those current issues that's going on in our society, as well as raising money to give back to our community.
Okay, have we set a date for that?
We have. That date will be October 27th at 6 p.m. right here in the Wellness Center on the campus of Florida Memorial University.
All right. Well, of course, we will do everything we can. And if you want it broadcast, that'll be broadcast to the world to let them see what the Lions are doing down there at Florida Memorial.
No, we definitely want to get it broadcasted. We think it's a special event to be able to get all of the sport professional teams here in South Florida to participate in an event like this, to get ESPN to come and send Jay Walker here to participate, and just for the cause, to bring awareness and to give money back to our community. That's definitely worth broadcasting around this nation.
Yeah, definitely, because most times you have universities who are looking for help, and it's great to see one of our HBCUs leading the way in helping the community in which they reside in. I'm going to jump on something else before we get to. Did you have an opportunity? I believe you had Vice Presidential candidate Kamala Harris on campus recently. How did that go?
Oh, that was awesome for our campus, for this university. You got to know that Senator Harris has not been on any college campus in her tour. So Florida Memorial University was her first choice for college campus visits, and it was a great visit. Got a chance to get all the local politicians here on campus, get them all in one room, get some of our upper administrators here at Florida Memorial to be in a room as she had her table discussion about things that's going on around our nation. So it was a great event for us. We were able to get the band involved. So we greeted her with our marching band. So when she came through the gates of the university, the marching band was blowing horns and stomping and dancing. And she even got out there to shake a little bit. We may not have any video of that, but she definitely enjoyed herself with this band, and so much so that we think we'll get a return visit in the near future.
Oh, that would be amazing. So, okay, well, great. We're glad to see that. And, of course, we know you guys are talking. I've heard talk about some initiatives to make sure that your student athletes get out and vote, and that the student population who are eligible to vote are going to make sure that they participate in that process this November.
Absolutely. In November, early November, we'll be doing that opportunity with the Marlins. They're going to partner with us, as well as the NFL office and the Dolphins. And we're going to close our athletic department down, and all of our athletes, our coaches, our staff, we're going to walk this community and talk about voting. We're going to try to knock on some doors and get people to get out and vote. We're going to host a polling station here on our campus. We're going to go around the campus and get Get them out of the cafeteria, get them out of the dorms, get them out of the classrooms, and get them over there to vote. Walk them to the vote station, we'll open the door for them. But this is a very important vote, and we want to make sure that we do our part. And our student athletes and our staff want to make sure that we have a voice of impact for this vote.
All right, great. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is this 5-star institution selection. What is that all about?
Oh my God, that's another great honor. I mean, we're so proud of Florida Memorial University and what the conference, the NAIA ranks institutions based off of community service activities that they do, winning and losing competitions, academics, what kind of academics that they have. I mean, there's a litany of things that you have to be charted and graded on, and you can become a bronze, a silver, or a gold in the 5-star recognition, and Florida Memorial hasn't been recognized in it at all. We've not been a bronze, a silver, or gold, and we came in as a silver. We got the recognition of a silver in regards to our program and what we're doing here. And ultimately, our goal is to get gold, but we're very proud and very happy to get the recognition of silver.
Okay, cool. Well, we know in our last conversation we had the opportunity. We were showing videos and we're talking to several of your coaches. We did the excuse me. We did the in-season coaches first. So I know before we get into anything else, when we finish this conversation with you today, we're actually going to have an opportunity to hear from some of your out-of-season coaches and those that will be coming up for the spring and the and I guess the winter and spring would be what that was considered. So before we get into that, is there anything else that you'd like to let the Lion Nation know that we want to get out, or what we got going?
We just want to continue to say the same message. Our message is consistent, and as many people who can hear the message and hear the consistency in the message, we're okay with that. And the number one message that is the next day. And then the next day, we want to do better than what we did in the new day. And the expectations are grand. We want to chase academic excellence in the next day. We want to give back to our community in the next day. We want to support all our athletic programs in the next day. We want to continue to do it the Florida Memorial way. We want to make sure that everyone knows and understands that what we promote and what we say is there are 2 reasons why you attend Florida Memorial University, and one is to graduate and get a degree. No graduation, no degree, no Florida Memorial University. And reason number 2 is to compete for and to win championship. So we're not just showing up on these playing surfaces to say we're there, to say we're the only HBCU around the nation doing it. We're saying that we're trying to show up so we can compete and win. And those things are important. And understand that this athletic department and this university is here to be the example in this community and here to give back to our community, all those people who love and support us.
All right. Well, there you go. With that being said, thank you, Mr. Jones. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into some of the conversations that we had with the FMU coaching staff right here on the AD's Corner.
I am one of those people that are uniquely able to speak to why Florida Memorial is so important.
When we rebirthed football, that's when it really began to take fire. When we said that we were going to start playing football in fall of 2020, things started to happen.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the...
It's an honor to be here on campus with you guys. The Super Bowl down here in Miami.
Miami, Super Bowl weekend, man. We out here.
Your dreams are talking one shot for the kill, the breeze cut, freeze up, straight drop in the drills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares of all.
And all the men you see here today are here for one reason, and one reason only. And that's because they love you.
I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best.
Stay true to who you are. Stay true to what you believe in, and stay dedicated to what you're chasing.
Never rest. Freedom is a teacher under pressure. Now we blessed.
That's what we're all about here. We're about educating. We're about teaching. We're about making people better.
Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
I mean, I'm learning a lot about little things, but you got to do all of this stuff to produce. I'm only imagining when you do your shows and just all the different things that go into what we see.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
We are back. For the first time in 62 years, the Florida Memorial Lions will hit the gridiron, and their home games will be streamed by the Black College Sports Network at www.fmuathletics.com, www.mybcsn.net, and on the MyBCSN app, available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Hi everyone, I'm Kalyn James, and I am the head cheer coach at Florida Memorial University. I'm so excited to be here today to speak to you about our program. I'm very proud of being a Lion here at Florida Memorial University. This is my second year as the head cheer coach, and I hail from Pritchard, Alabama. I'm a native of Alabama, and my background experience had primarily been in dance and cheer. I trained in classical jazz, tap, ballet, and acrobatics at a very young age, and was a cheerleader in high school. I also danced competitively in high school. And when I went on to college, I started dancing professionally. I was accepted to the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, but bypassed that to go onto the stage at Walt Disney World in Orlando. I was also a professional cheerleader for the Birmingham Barracudas Canadian Football League team. So dance and performance has been a very important part of my life. I segued from that after graduating from the University of Alabama at Birmingham, go Blazers, to film, TV, and commercials and modeling. You may have seen my face on Disney World commercials, Old Navy commercials. I performed in the Music Television Awards, the MTV Awards, and the Latin VMAs. And so I've just done a lot with film and entertainment and really being out there in front of people. I love to perform, and I think that's one of the things that really helps me as the head cheer coach at Florida Memorial University. FMU is such a special place. This HBCU located in Miami Gardens, of course, being near Miami, we have the best weather, we've got great beaches, we have just such an amazing culture with all of the Caribbean culture and Latin American culture and even the European culture that comes to this city. So we truly are a melting pot where people can find their niche and develop new bonds and learn about new cultures. It's really an exciting place to be. But Florida Memorial University itself is just so special because I love the atmosphere of an HBCU where we can thrive and really celebrate who we are and embrace our culture. We have an all-girl team. It's an all-girl squad. Right now we have 16 members, and we also have 2 mascots, Blitz and Flo. And Blitz is our male mascot who is known for his dancing. He really loves to go and just turn it up when he's on the court. He loves to battle and often wins. We're very proud of Blitz. And Flo is being reintroduced this year. She's our female mascot that we had a few years ago, and there's been a bit of a void, but this year we are bringing Flo back. And it's timely because, of course, we're getting ready to welcome football back to FMU, and all of us are super thrilled about that. Our cheerleaders are ambassadors of the university. We, of course, perform at our pep rallies, special events, at our games for our different teams. We have a championship volleyball team, so we will be in the stands cheering on our Sun Conference champion volleyball team. And we're also very excited for game day to get on the sideline with our football team. We try to travel to as many games as we can to make sure that we support our team. And right now, we are practicing and gearing up for the kickoff of our football, the return to the Lions Den. And we're very excited about Coach Timothy Ice Harris and his staff. They are just some of the most incredible people. He is such a man of class and dignity. So being on the sidelines to cheer on our Lions for football is going to be incredible. We are so excited. One of the things that we do as well, We are community liaisons. We make sure that we go out into the community, and I'm very proud because our cheerleading team won the Lions in the Community Award this year. You can see my lovely trophy here. But we pride ourselves in really giving back. Philanthropy is very important to me. It was a big component of some of the activities I did in Alabama. One of those is being Miss Alabama. I'm the first African American to ever win the title of Miss Alabama, and I was in the top 10 at the Miss America pageant. And a part of competing in the Miss America pageant is your community service. And that's something that I'm really excited to instill in the young ladies with whom I work, because giving back to the community is something that we must do. It's important for our culture not only to carry forward some of the traditions that we hold, but to also make sure that we are uplifting those who need to be uplifted, who need to see positive role models, and who need a little bit of encouragement. So we won the Community Service Award. We participated with organizations in Miami like Girl Power, which is located in Liberty City. They really focus on mentoring young girls and making sure that they are learning and excelling in the ways in which they should. We also, one of the organizations that I really care about is Guitars Over Guns. So we advocated for a decrease in gun violence in our communities using arts as an option. Chad Bernstein and the people at Guitars Over Guns, they're really amazing people. They work here in Miami, in areas like Overtown, and also they work in Chicago, which is another place that we know really has a great deal of gun violence. So we were very excited to work with them for their gala. We also did a lot this summer. Since the pandemic began, we worked this summer with Feeding South Florida, which is a part of Feeding America, and we loaded thousands of cars with food for families who have been negatively impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. So we are very proud of this award. What it really says to me is we are developing altruism in these young ladies who come here and making them realize the importance that when you get the degree here at Florida Memorial University and go on to achieve great things, you have to make sure that you give back to your community. So that is one thing of which I am extremely proud to have won that Lions in the Community Award. One of the things that I really try to focus on with the team, not even one, but several of the things that I focus on, they include integrity, leadership, and academics. I really focus on developing the entire athlete, making sure that they are developed physically, mentally, spiritually, and academically. I love that we are a Christian university where it is okay to bow your head and pray. We have not lost that legacy and that great tradition here at Florida Memorial University, and I think it's one of which I'm extremely proud. Having been at the Miss America pageant, again, is another thing that was self-confidence and your ability to present yourself well and to speak well. That's something that I feel is really important as I work with these young athletes, teaching them how to express their views cohesively, eloquently, and effectively. Also, knowing the power of their voice, knowing that their voice does hold power, does hold worth, and that it does matter is really important to me, and I focus on that all the time. The way that they present themselves to the public, their appearance, their self-awareness, and their confidence. Those are things that are really important to me and that I strive to work on through cheerleading. As we know, cheerleading is a sport now. You've seen the Navarro cheerleaders, which, big props. I love Jerry. Everybody needs a Jerry, and Ladarius, love them. But we really, with it being a sport, it is important to also make sure that we're using that sport to develop those characteristics that are going to make them leaders, that are going to help them function very well in society. So we focus on their physical fitness and their body awareness. That's part of the sport that through which we can teach them the importance of health. As I think about this pandemic and what it has meant to our community and how we are more impacted by the negative effects of it, the importance of not having pre-existing conditions, being physically fit, good eating habits, those are things that we can use the sport of cheer to instill in our athletes. and also discipline on and off the field. We were able to achieve the 4th highest GPA of all the teams here at Florida Memorial University. And I think that's so very important that these young ladies, many of whom were named to the AD Honor Roll, which is our every semester our athletic director awards all of those athletes who have a 3.0 or greater. And typically more than, I would say 60 to 80% of our team, our squad, makes the AD Honor Roll. So I'm very proud of what they do academically. So again, cheer is really the sport, and it is an amazing sport, but what I'm doing is using that to enrich the lives of these young ladies, to develop those characteristics that when they walk into a room, when they walk into an interview, or they have a job, or better than that, they become entrepreneurs and start their own businesses in our communities, that they have the skills, the confidence, the discipline, the motivation, the stick-to-itiveness that it takes to really be a success. And I think that that's very important. Some of the goals that I have for the team this year would be to increase the number of members that we have. Like I said before, we have 16 members on our team right now and our 2 mascots, which puts us at 18. But I would love to have around 20 to 25 members on our team, and also to eventually have a co-ed team. I think it's important to be able to compete at that co-ed level. You get to do more elite stunts, and it's really just a lot of fun to bring that mix and bring the male energy into the team. So that's one of the goals that I have, and also to compete and win. Since my tenure here, we have not yet been able to go to competition, but this year, probably in 2021, we plan to attend the NAIA competitions and also the NCAA competitions. And we don't want to just go and compete, but we want to compete and win. And that means we have to increase our skill level, which is another one of my goals. Increasing our skill levels means standing, tumbling, running, tumbling, again, those elite stunting levels, better jumps, better the way that we execute our chills. I was trying to say motions, that's the word, better motions, and also striving to get that highest GPA of all the teams. For me, you know, academics has always been very important. My father was an educator. He graduated from Alabama State University. He was a marching hornet, and also my mother worked in education as well. So education has always been an important part of my family. I know that is the reason I was able to achieve my goals and dreams and have so much success. And so for me, using academics as a way to enrich the lives of these athletes is also very important, and achieving that highest GPA is definitely one of my goals. We really want to put FMU on the map. Again, we see squads like Navarro, who I think really was instrumental in showing the amount of work that it takes to be a competitive cheer team and to win and succeed at that. They have a beautiful record, and I give them all props. But I look at teams like at HBCUs like Southern and Howard University, which my husband is a proud Bison, and we just want to increase our skills, get up to their level and beyond, and also to exceed the level of any institution, whether it's a PWI or an HBCU. Our goal is to be one of the best and to put Florida Memorial University on the map in regards to cheer.
It's Ansar, Al-Ameen. How you doing out there? I'm extremely excited to be on BCSN. You know, Black College has been a part of my life, and I want to tell a quick story about HBCUs and Black colleges. So I think it was 2009, I had the opportunity to choose between 2 jobs. One was South Florida, and the other one was Texas Southern. And I watched this documentary called Black Magic. If you haven't seen it, it's an amazing watch. I think it's like a 10-part documentary. And that documentary made me, a young man from California, want to be a part of HBCU. And then my experience when I went to Texas Southern was so amazing, you know. So now, you know, when this opportunity to come to Florida Memorial University came around, you know, I was extremely excited about it, and to be an HBCU and to be in South Florida. And now, you know, we're coming full circle because we have an opportunity to be on the BCSN network, and I'm excited. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here. I can't wait for, you know, the game day, and hopefully everybody out there that's watching, they pick us to win every game. You know, and we'll enjoy that. But you know, being here in HBCU, you know, being at Florida Memorial University, I'm going into my 3rd year. I think we've hit our peak right now. You know, we have a bunch of young men who are working hard every day. We're not able to touch them, but I sit and I listen to what's going on. You know, the strength and conditioning coach, Aaron, talks to me and tells me, hey, the guys look good in there. They're looking good when they're playing. So I'm excited about everything that we got going on, and I can't wait to showcase, you know, on the Black College Sports Network.
You want to talk a little bit about your program a little bit more?
Yes.
What you've done the last few years, what your goals are for that?
Okay. Well, in looking at our program and where we've come, my first season, you know, was a really difficult season because I took over after school started. So that was extremely difficult. And the previous coach, who was a very successful coach here, he took some of the better players with him to his next job. So that one was difficult. Last year we came in, we doubled our amount of wins. And this year, my third year, I really expect a huge jump. We have one all-conference player returning, Mubashar Ali, 7-foot kid from Finland. You know, he is he was actually leading the country in rebounding last year. So when you come to the game, you'll get an opportunity to see him. But we also had a guy that was sitting out named Ebenezer, and he sat out last year. And he's another 6'9" kid who's gonna rebound every ball. We liken him to Ben Wallace, who went to Virginia Union. So you get ready to see a show from him. We also brought in a couple transfers. You know, we got a kid named Terrence Clayton that's coming from Los Angeles, a guard. You know, shot 45% from three. So you can imagine, you know, last year one of the issues that we had were teams would collapse on Mubashar. And you know, and then they would kick it out, and we didn't make threes at the clip that we needed to make it. So what I did, I went out and we got Terrence Clayton, who shot 45%. We got Aubrey Washington, who shot 45%. We got Muhammad Gilchrist, who shot 47% from three. So we went out and got a group of guys who can really shoot the ball to make sure that you're not able to dig in and help all the way down on Muba.
Coach, is there any way that folks can get in contact with you if they have any potential recruits, they want to do any type of support for the network or for your program?
Definitely. I think it's easy if you want to, you know, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I know Instagram for sure is FMU_MBB. That's the one that I know for sure. But the other ones, we have Twitter. You know, you can obviously call the office. You can look us up on the website, FMUNIV.org, and then you go to athletics and you get an opportunity to find us. You can find us there easily.
All right. Any last words to the Lion Nation out there?
Yes, I am extremely excited for what we are preparing to do. You know, this year has been crazy, you know, obviously. And with so many things going on in society, what we're trying to do is try to create one, you know, something for people to see. I don't want to use the word distraction, but something for people to see, you know, to take your mind off of whatever else might be going on just for a little bit. Come out and have the opportunity to do, you know, special things and hang around people and get a little bit of camaraderie. And then we also, in the process, you know, we want to push a narrative that the university is trying to put forth, you know, just to help everything that's going on in society. You know what I mean? So we're extremely excited to unveil our T-shirts that we're going to wear during warm-ups. You know, in the NBA bubble, they all got the Black Lives Matter T-shirts. Well, we have our own T-shirts, you know what I mean? And I don't want to give away what everybody's going to say, but I'm extremely excited, and I hope that, you know, I hope that the people who watch and they're able to understand why we're doing the things that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? When you look at it, it's about all of us. You know what I mean? And you're following the people that are watching this program, the people that it's not just African Americans, it's people of all races. You know, we have kids of all races on each and every one of our sports teams. You know what I mean? So the point that we want to make is we want everything to be inclusive and to figure out a way to make it just a little bit better. You know what I mean? So people come out, hang out, come, you know what I mean, enjoy all of us, we enjoy all of you, and we get ready to do something special.
How you doing? This is Coach Burgos, Tino Burgos, the head baseball coach at Florida Memorial University. Go Lions! Down here in Miami Gardens, Florida. I'm excited to be part of the show. Have an opportunity to introduce myself and a couple key players for our upcoming season coming up. First of all, I'd like to hope hopefully everyone's safe and healthy. We've got a pretty good ball club down here at Florida Memorial University. With the COVID-19, this past season was cut short. So a lot of these guys that were seniors are able to come back. So we got a very heavy veteran group, senior group. And so I look forward to seeing this team on the field. We've got certain key players that have come in as transfers. Jalen Young, for example, 6'2", left-hander, throws lefty, hits lefty, has a chance to be a special ball player. We've got returning Josue Sanchez, catcher, above average catcher, very good feet, very good hands, just above average catcher. He's going to be a treat to see this year, and I look forward to seeing him on the field. As far as pitchers, I have a young man, Johnny Acosta. He's from Aruba. A heck of a young man, good ball player. I look forward to seeing him on the mound. He's about 88 to 90, 91. I think with this time off with the COVID, it might have helped him to get a little stronger, put some time and invest in his body as far as the weight room, running, conditioning. So I really look forward to seeing him in the fall. Overall, as a team, we got a little bit of everything. We run well. We can hit the ball well. Defensively, I think we'll be fine. It's just a matter of them coming together as a team. Them doing the little things that's going to be required for them to be successful as a team, not just talent. And so I look forward to that challenge as a coach. The things that excite me about Florida Memorial Baseball is I don't think we're even close to hitting our peak. I took it over the program 4 years ago, and every year we've been steadily improving, becoming one of the better programs in the country and one of the premier HBCU baseball teams in the country. Although we're NAIA, we can play with just about any division in the country, and HBCUs. And so I'm really excited about our future and where FMU baseball is going. You guys can always reach us obviously on our website, at FMU.niv.edu/athletics. You can always reach us on our Twitter handle or Twitter. I don't know how to exactly say that. Twitter, but you can reach us there at FMU Baseball. And you can always contact me directly at florentino.burgos@fmuniv.edu for any questions that pertain to baseball or anything that you guys would like to do out there in the community that involve baseball, we can be a part of. We do a lot of things in the community. We have a community liaison within our athletic department that helps with that community development. And so we're heavy into that. So if you have any ideas with the community and how we can be involved in the community to help, you feel free to contact me as well directly at the university.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for your time.
I'm Jonathan Alvarez, women's flag football coach here at Florida Memorial University, born and raised in Miami. 10 plus years coaching American football, 15 plus years coaching and playing in flag football. Excited about the program, excited about the opportunity, excited about the endorsements that are happening within the league. The NFL is helping us out. So I believe that this league is really going to be one of the most exciting to watch in college, and one of the most trending really across the world, across the nation and across the world really. Flag football is known throughout many countries in the world. Can't wait to see all the interest in international players, because we don't even really know how good those people are because we don't see them. So excited to see all the interest really, and all the interest that we've already gotten has been so exciting and very positive.
All right. Coach, are there any key players that you have already that we need to be looking out for?
Key players, I wouldn't say any key players. I think we're gonna be a very much of a role team. So what I mean by that is that everybody's gonna have a specific role on the team, especially this first year. We kind of started too late in the recruiting process, so most of our girls have already been on campus. I'm excited to see what they're able to do athletically. We're gonna be, I hope to set foot on the field around October. Um, and then I'll be able to kind of evaluate them a little bit better that way. But as of right now, we just have a whole bunch of girls that are committed to playing in the spring of 2021.
Okay. Well, I know a lot of people may not be familiar with women's flag football. So can you
hmm
give us a brief description? Like, is it 3-on-3, 4-on-4, and
Okay.
then how much different some of the rules may be?
Okay. So there's a lot of platforms and kind of ways you could and formats you could play flag football. So, for example, there are 4-on-4s, there's 5-on-5s, but the format that we're going to be using would be 7-on-7. Um, there's blocking involved. No, you can't use your hands, but you could definitely set like a basketball pick, kind of just to make sure that you're blocking your teammate from getting her flag pulled. We'll be using poppers, which is a little bit different than what they use in the high school level, and the only reason for that is because it's going to increase the competition and intensity of the game. And in high school, they use the triple threat, and that collectively, as the whole NAI coaching union, I would say, we decided that the poppers would be a little bit more competitive and it will raise the intensity of the game. It's also safer as far as the belt not being whipped around and injuring somebody. It's just one single flag, so um, it's pretty durable. It's efficient, and can't wait to see the girls actually take advantage of these two flags and really go after it. Um, their field is a little shorter. It's not 100 yards. It's 80 from end line to end line. So literally the back of the end zone to back of the end zone. The 50, if you will, is actually 40 yards. So there's 3 to 4 first down marks you could get. I need to familiarize myself with the field a little bit better. I'm trying to kind of picture it in my head. But you could get a first down if you cross the 40 and the 20 on the opposite side of the field, and you only have 4 downs and opportunities to get to that first down. Once you get the first down, you can't get it back again, and you go for a 1, a 2, and a 3 point.
All right. One last question for you. If do you all have
hmm
a social media? Is there any way that people can follow you besides
Yes.
that? All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So that has actually been the best way that players have been able to show interest in us. We have Twitter and Instagram, and they're both with the same actual at sign. So it's FMU flag, and that's it. And you've clicked that up, and we'll be the first ones to pop up. The link in the bio is actually the prospect athletic form. So if you're interested in playing, click that link. That will kind of send an immediate email to my phone, and that's how we've been able to communicate with the athletes that are interested, from the girls that are now at the school or the girls that are interested in playing after high school.
All right. Well, there you have it. Coach Jonathan Alvarez of your FMU Lions women's flag football team kicking off in the spring of 2021. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Yeah, go Lions. Thank you so much.
Hey, good afternoon. I am Marlon Baugh, head track and field coach for both men and women program here at Florida Memorial University. um, the objective is to try to teach life skills to my student athletes, help them graduate, win a couple championship, conference and national championships, have them leave here, with a sense of accomplishment. So that's pretty much it for me right now. This is going into my second year. So I'm originally coming from Texas, from Wiley College. So I did about 5 years at Wiley College. Prior to Wiley, I was at Southwestern Christian College. Prior to that, I was just coaching individual athletes. So.
Having come from Wiley College, tell us a little bit about your experience at HBCUs and how you think that can help benefit your student athletes.
I think the HBCUs is it's more of a family. I know it's more like I always tell the kids when you want to do recruiting, I always tell them your research. Normally, big is not always better. So I think for me in the HBCU, you have that family atmosphere. You have that one-on-one as far as the coach and athlete relationship. So it's easy to be developed rather than you go into a larger school and not get noticed. So I think it's better at a small HBCU. And I've always coached at HBCU, so I love it.
Anything else that you would like to say, or?
Just watch out. It's going to be a exciting season. I know when we go to practices or trap meets, I know most people don't know that we have a track team. So my plan is to put us on the map. For right now, we want to stay under the radar, but once we come out with a splash, it's going to be, FMU and mouths to everybody. So just watch out.
Hey, good morning. This is Roy Evans. We are here with the Black College Sports Network, and I have the opportunity to talk to Coach Pedro Herrera, the softball coach for Florida Memorial University. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm excited and happy to be here with you today. Something new for me today, something to be doing, but I'm super excited. I'm looking forward and ready to talk a little bit of softball today.
All right. Well, why don't you start off by telling the folks a little bit about yourself?
My name is Pedro Herrera. I'm the new head softball coach for Florida Memorial. I've been coaching, doing softball for over 15 years. I was doing organized softball. I still do organized softball, run an organization. I've been doing that. I was doing that for about 10 years. Then I got into a little bit of coaching, travel softball, coached travel softball for a little while. Then I got into college when I went to Broward College. And I'm here at Florida Memorial, excited, ready for the opportunity here, and looking forward to something great happening here at Florida Memorial.
All right. Well, Coach, you said this is your first year. So tell us a little bit about your expectations and what you'd like to see happen with Florida Memorial.
We want to definitely, get some bright students in campus. So education is first. Also want to get some competitive players, some kids with a lot of, enthusiasm, hardworking kids that are dedicated to get better. One of my expectations for the year is, getting it going, getting it started, getting it pumping, getting kids in here that want to work hard. My expectation is to win right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, I want to be a winner and have an exciting product on the field right out the gate.
Well, I'm sure Lion Nation likes to hear that. Talk about winning right out of the gate. Now, we know we're in this COVID time. Have you had an opportunity to meet with your players and, see any tape or film on them, or what are you thinking about that?
No, we basically, in the fall, we basically just working on getting mission. The kids that I got on campus right now, I want to get them more stronger, working on conditioning. We're going to start working on conditioning. That's what we're focusing on. Because we want to work to get them stronger, because our season is basically start off in January. So you basically, this time of year, you take it to grow and get stronger.
Okay, cool. Now, what type of, I know we asked other coaches this, but what type of style do you have when you do your softball? Are you more focused on your defense, you look for great hitters, or is it just a combination of everything?
A combination of everything. Speed, I like speed. I like playing fast. My background is in pitching, so when it comes to baseball and stuff, the most important thing is pitching and catching. So That's where I focus mainly. My two focuses are speed and pitching and catching.
Okay, cool. Now, have you recruited any players, or is it just the kids that you have on that were already on campus?
For 2021, we heavy recruited for 2021 already. I'm pretty much done for 2021, 2022s. 2020s is mostly what I have on campus and got given to play with. 2021, 2022, that's where more is going to be what I bring in. This year is more what we have and what I could develop and starting for nothing and try to get something strong going, Getting a little base, but getting going.
All right. Now, the last thing, is there any way that folks can reach you guys on social media? How can they follow you?
You go right on FMU underscore softball.
Okay.
Instagram, and the same thing for Twitter. And if they want to reach out to me, they could reach out to me, send me an email. And I'm available 24/7. We are looking for players, so if anybody's want to play some softball, some competitive softball, and be around a good environment, they could reach me on my phone number. My phone number is 954-390-974. They could call me there, 954-394-0974. And they also could send me an email if they're looking to send me an email. It's pedro.herrera@fmunib.edu.
All right. And that'll be on the screen for folks to take a look at. Well, Coach, thank you for your time, and go Lions.
Go Lions.
Hello, and welcome to the AD's Corner. This is Roy Evans. I had the opportunity to speak with the head women's basketball coach at Florida Memorial University, Coach Greg Stanback. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Hey, listen, we are going to get this done. It's a Monday. Making it one of the Mondays ever.
Oh, yeah. First day of practice for us.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, cool. Well, let's do this, Coach. Why don't you start off by telling the folks a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Well, as you stated, my name is Coach Greg Stanback. I'm the head women's basketball coach at Florida Memorial University. I'm going on my 14th year at the university. This is actually my 6 years as a head coach. The previous 8 years, I served as an assistant under Coach Kenneth Marshall, who was the first coach and only coach of the women's program up until then. He coached the program for 36 years, which is a great honor and development program from scratch. He's a great mentor and friend and father figure to me. I learned a lot from him about the game of basketball, especially at the college level, coming from the high school level. He taught me a whole lot. He's around and always will be around at the university, so I'm definitely thankful for him and allow me to coach and carry on the legacy at the university.
Okay. Before we get into the program, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Me, I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, born and raised. Obviously, I'm a Steeler fan. They play tonight. I can't wait for that. I started out coaching, believe it or not, in college as a student assistant. I went to Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania on a track scholarship. I ran track, played football, and I was on the basketball team, but was just there to be a coach, so to speak, knowing your role as it goes, because I always knew and understood the game and everything. So Cheryl Kennedy gave me my first start to actually start coaching basketball at Slippery Rock University. Once I left and graduated Slippery Rock, I came down here to Florida to teach and everything. And I started as an assistant at Western High School with my good friend, E.J. Jackson. And then from there, I got an opportunity to coach at Miramar High School. That's where I made my mark in the high school ranks. You know, we won district titles, regional, never got the state title. That was very elusive, but built that program there. Then from there, I did a little stint at Barry for 6 months and just knowing how this game goes. That head coach got the assistant job at DePaul. That left me out, and it just so happened I sent some players over to Florida Memorial, and at the time, Coach Marshall needed an assistant, and that's how I got to Florida Memorial University after leaving Miramar High School. So the rest is history, as they say.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the program. You, like I said, you've been there 13 years, or going on your 14th year, correct?
Yes, within the program. Yep.
All right, great. So tell us a little bit about your style of basketball, the fans who haven't been able to follow you all recently, and the new fans that you'll be able to get through here at the Black College Sports Network. What type of style do you play, and what do they have to look forward to?
Oh yeah, it's an exciting style that we play. It's developed over the years. I had a lot of tutelage and mentoring um, with basketball. Just being involved with the WBCA, and one of the coaches that really got me started early in the year, and I used to work at camps every year, is Coach Pat Summitt. Obviously a Hall of Fame coach who passed away unfortunately a couple years ago through the dementia and Alzheimer's. But I learned a lot from her, far on the discipline side and defensive side. A defensive-minded coach. We believe in, we got to get stopped so we get the ball back so we have opportunities to score. But we also play a fast-paced style. We call it organized chaos. Basically, to a regular fan, it may seem like they're all running all over the place, but there's a method to the madness. So we play a fast-breaking style. We want to score quick. We want to shoot quick. We like to shoot the three ball. We have a saying that we don't like long twos. So we rather shoot a three than a two. We always want to attack the rim. That's what we do offensively. Then on the defensive side of the ball, we put pressure on the ball. At all times, we want pressure on the ball. We want to protect our gaps. We just want to force teams into turnovers and make it difficult for them on both ends of the floor. So we just believe in putting relentless pressure through our offensive sets and through our defensive sets throughout the game. So if you come there, it's called organized chaos.
Okay. Tell us about some players that we can look forward to. I know you said you're about to start practice today, so what you got?
Absolutely. Well, we got a whole new team this year. We graduated a lot of players last year, so it's a lot of people may look at it as a rebuilding year, but we never look at anything as a rebuilding year. Here at Florida Memorial, we look at it as a year that we can always challenge for the conference title. We've never, in the past 4 years, actually, we've never finished anything worse than fourth place. So we're looking to continue that tradition, and we really want to get to the championship game here, and I think we have a squad to do it. We're going to be a little bit like Houston this year with the players that we have. We weren't able to get that big that we wanted, so we're going to play a little small ball, which fits into what we like to do. We got a really good player that came into us from Prairie View, and her name is Kiana Tolbert out of Orlando. A great player on both sides of the ball. She can finish at the rim. She can shoot the three. She really can defend the ball and force you into making tough decisions with the ball. So we're glad to get her. And then we got my assistant coaches from California. So we had a California Connect. I was proud that I was able to get one out of the four that she was able to recruit. But we got a girl named by Destiny Marin, who's a transfer from JUCO in California, can really shoot the ball from the three-point line, from the two. Very, very, very high basketball IQ. I think she's really going to help us and turn a lot of hits in our conference. And we got another girl out of California, also Giselle Garcia. Excuse me. She will be our post. 6 foot, a little undersized for what we want, but she is strong, athletic, have great footwork. And the reason why I really signed her, not just on her skill set, when she told me that her mentor, the person she likes to follow, was Akeem Olajuwon, once I heard that, I said, I'm sold. Just the fact that you know who he is and you watch him and get that footwork skills in, you're going to be good. So she's coming in as a freshman. We're excited about that. And we got another freshman that was actually a surprise to us, Janae Marks out of Orlando as well. Very headsy, left-handed player that can really, really get to the rim and finish at the goal. So just really surprised by her skill set. She's actually looking better than we thought when we brought her in and when we went to go watch her a couple of times. So we got those players plus our 3 returning players. We have no seniors. I forgot we have one more transfer that's going to be really good, and that's Heather Durant. She's coming from Lang University. We basically stole her because she had some D1 offers and everything, but she decided to stay in Florida. 5'11" guard that's really going to play that 3 guard position for us, that she can really shoot the ball at a high pace, but very smart, very heady, good leadership. And another freshman, Chantel Barnett, out of Cleveland. Had to go back home and get her. She had D1 offers as well and decided to come to Florida Memorial. and she's really going to be an impact player for us. So we got a brand new team that put it all together that I think that we're really going to put a good product out on the court, an exciting product where, we want to shoot that three and we want to get after it defensively.
All right. Well, I can already say that's going to be exciting to watch. I know the guys
who
who call the games are going to really like that up and down pace. Brian Fulford, who's our primary play-by-play, is actually a coach as well, and he has that same organized chaos mentality. So.
Oh, he's going to look there. Maybe have to talk to him and get some pointers.
Well, Coach, we're definitely looking forward to interacting with you this season. The last question that I have for you is, how can people contact with you all, follow you on social media, and all those different things?
Yeah, we are on. My assistant coach does a great job of handling our social media aspect of it. Women's basketball. Actually, it's WBB basketball as for Instagram and Facebook. FMU WBB Facebook and Instagram. You can find us there, and all our links are. If you go to our website and click on our athletics page, you can get all our links connected to our social media through that aspect there. You can go on our website. You can contact myself or any coaches or anybody out there if you have players that you think can fit in our system. We are looking for bigs moving forward to next year. So, we're going to make it work this year. That's one thing I am as a coach. I believe that you can always make something work to your advantage. You just got to figure it out. So that's how we can be contacted. If you're interested and if you want to follow us, obviously you go to our webpage. You just go to the live stream, click on the icon, and you'll be able to see and watch us play. All our games are live streaming. With you guys joining us, that's just great. I mean, I can't say more how excited I am that we have this opportunity to keep growing our sport of the women's basketball and Florida Memorial University. And I'm thankful to A.D. Jones and President Hardrick for the direction that they're leading us in, because after being there so long and seeing things trying to get developed, it's finally with these two gentlemen and the help of everyone else, it's finally happening. And I believe that we are definitely headed in the right direction.
All right. Well, and just to drop a little tidbit out there, I'm sure that some of the fans for the Black College Sports Network remember you guys from the times you played Edward Waters, because we did get you guys up there a couple of times. So, yeah, we are definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, we always look forward to that game, home and away. It never fails. We always go into it knowing it's going to be a split. We just don't know who's going to win where, but it's going to be a split.
All right. Well, once again, Coach Greg Stanback, the head women's basketball coach at Florida Memorial. Coach, thanks for your time, and we're looking forward to the season.
Well, thank you very much for your support, and blessings to all of you.
All right.
I am one of those people that are uniquely able to speak to why Florida Memorial is so important.
When we rebirthed football, that's when it really began to take fire. When we said that we were going to start playing football in fall of 2020, things started to happen.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the...
It's an honor to be here on campus with you guys. The Super Bowl down here in Miami.
Super Bowl weekend, man. We out here.
Your dreams are talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight drop for the kills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares of all.
And all the men you see here today are here for one reason, and one reason only. And that's because they love you.
I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best.
Stay true to who you are. Stay true to what you believe in, and stay dedicated to what you're chasing.
Never rest. Freedom is a teacher under pressure. Now we blessed.
That's what we're all about here. We're about educating. We're about teaching. We're about making people better.
Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
I mean, I'm learning a lot about little things, but You got to do all of this stuff to produce. I'm only imagining when you do your shows and just all the different things that go into what we see.